So these are my three lovely adults. Have you ever felt that you need some adventure in your life, however, you have to focus on getting a college education? Well, you can get both if you participate in study abroad. So study abroad can be one of the most beneficial experiences someone can participate in. It can expand your horizons and show you information about different parts of the world you never knew existed. So a few things I'm going to talk about during this speech are why some people feel they can't study abroad, solutions to these problems, and then a little bit how these solutions will work and how study abroad can be beneficial to you. And a little bit about is also that it relates to me in the fact that I love studying abroad, just the idea of it, the concept. I really want to go and study abroad, but it's just hard for me with school and everything, so I have this problem as well as some other people may have. And also can relate to people like the audience, because we're in college right now and they're debating on studying abroad or not, and they feel like they can't. So here's a little bit of why you actually can. So actually, studying abroad has decreased. Participation grew a slim 1.3% in 2010 through 2011 from the reports of the Institute of International Education, which is the second worst showing in more than a decade, which is from Snyder, 2013. So this, people aren't participating in it because for many different reasons, and I'll go into that. So one reason is actually most students have limited knowledge and understanding of the language, culture, and environment while programs take place. So they feel very unprepared going to that place, and they feel very insecure, which actually is not a good reason, because it's about expanding your horizons and learning new things. So another reason would be it's not in the budget for them, so they have to pay for college, or maybe some people have to support a family, which is understandable. And another reason would be the responsibility. So people are well, I have work and I have school, or they do have to take care of a family or themselves solely. However, even though there's this many problems, there are many solutions to those problems. So what some people don't know is that study abroad doesn't have to be that expensive and is a great life experience. So Alan Goodman, who is the president of the Institute of International Education, stated, despite the perception that it costs more than studying abroad, generally isn't more expensive than staying at home. So more campuses are making financial aid portable so you can use it to cover expenses overseas. So basically saying just because you think it may cost more, it necessarily isn't. You can see your financial aid will go over with you to help pay for some of those costs. So now we'll go more in depth into the actual solutions. So being a college student, your money is really tied up, like mine is too, but I still strive to work towards the goal of studying abroad. So there's some scholarships you can apply for, there's programs that you can get involved with, and also it's a big help towards your resume and your experience. And it doesn't have to take that long. Some people feel if you study abroad it has to be a semester, a month, but actually it only has to be a week if you want it to be. So yes, being in college or growing up in general, we all have busy schedules, and however there's time to explore the world and do stuff like that. And I'm just going to go into how the solutions are explained a little bit more. So you can apply for scholarships, which I said before. There's a whole website online that you could just find different where you apply and different countries that you want to go to and what they have. And there's also programs, which is a big thing. So there's programs where people get in communities, and they all have fundraisers to support everybody to go on the trip, so it's a lot easier and more affordable. So so one program actually, there's one program that's by the Purdue University, and it was a program that was started to help obtain funds for the university to go. So this is just an example about how one program can help you to actually make it more affordable. Another solution is the time for yourself and expanding your horizons. So this will go on, like, you say like you don't have time for yourself, or you don't have time to go abroad because you have work and stuff, but really it's actually really beneficial for you to just take the time and go and learn more and expand your horizons. So an example is Chris Stanley. It was an aerospace engineer, so like people thinking like that's a lot of work to become that kind of engineer, but he took the time to go to Brazil and for a summer trip, and he earned a lot of credit towards his actual degree, and actually it helped him land a job because employers were impressed with the fact that he had that experience and knowledge. There was also a study done by Indiana University and the University System of Georgia that found that international education, especially if enhanced by language training, can open doors and confer lifelong contracts and interests that a student might not have to develop otherwise. So basically it's saying like there was a study done that was saying like international studying is a great aspect to people and can help impact their lives when getting like jobs. So another study would be the Seattle University. They have this Cambodian trip, and they took 17 students over there, and they like kind of tracked them and got surveys from them to see how they were going and like the trip. So on one of their post like surveys, they found that an overall 71% of students reported that they enjoyed the service activities of the trip, and they also agreed that it was beneficial for them as a business student to find the local student in the local community they served in Cambodia. And then 57% reported that the service learning activities encouraged them to make self-reflection and help them increase awareness concern for the less fortunate. So it's just an example of showing you like how this can impact like not even yourself, but the people that you are around when you go to these different places. So the solutions being explained a little bit more. So you can have the quick trips. You know, you can go over breaks. Summer can be a couple weeks. It doesn't have to be that long, and it is worth it. So some people have actually stated that their time spent in other countries broadened their perspective and deepened their appreciation for them in different ways that other societies approach common problems. So it's like, it's just trying to show you that staying in America is great and everything, but if you want to actually get a more perspective of the outside world and how other people live and broaden like your horizons, this would be a great experience for you. So after hearing about these possible solutions, I hope you highly consider taking my advice and studying abroad. So, and I hope you have a little more understanding about like the reasons why people don't travel, solutions to those problems, and how the solutions can work out, and the benefits of studying abroad. So right now, after you heard this, I hope you take some action and maybe do some research, look up different scholarships, like see what information you can find and everything like towards the studying abroad, and you never know, a life-changing experience can be one trip away. So thank you for listening to my speech today, and I hope you are highly considering studying abroad at least once in your life.